Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today, June 30th. There we go. This is actually my end of the month DVD Blu-ray update. I got a huge pile here. When do I not have a huge pile? I'm almost tempted to start doing these weekly because it seems like I always buy stuff. I'm just gonna turn down the TV a little bit. I always seem to forget the TV's going. And the only light source right now is my window because it is hot as F outside, so I don't want the big light over my head or the big lamp right there on because it is hot as hell. Okay guys, I will just shut up and get started. This one came from, I think Amazon. It was on for like $8 or $9 and I got Monster House, which I have never seen. I haven't even had the chance to take it out of the package yet. So, and I got, I got this from Amazon Marketplace because when I went there to get this, the price went up to like $53, and I was like, no, it's an okay movie, but not worth that. But one of the Marketplace sellers had it for like $8, so I was like, okay. I didn't like this the first time I saw it, and then the second time I was like, okay. I think because we saw it, my mom and I saw it in the theater, and of course we had whiny teenage girls in front of us who were like, oh, I'm so scared. And I'm like, dude, there's nothing fucking scary about this movie. And that is the 1999 The Haunting. See, it wasn't scary, but of course little 13-year-olds think it is, and I'm like, oh god, so uncivilized. Okay, and this one I got from eBay. I've always wanted to see it, especially since I love the first movie. And that is Night of the Demons 2, which I did watch. I actually marathoned the 3 films and the remake. And this was pretty good. I liked it. I liked the soundtrack to it as well. And since I'm getting a lot of the Elvira movie Macabre, I've gotten a few in this month. I've got Legacy of Blood. I still gotta watch these, and I gotta watch the movie I got. But Legacy of Blood looks pretty cool. Then I've got Disney's Beauty and the Beast, which I still haven't watched yet. I suck. You know, you get into that thing where you really want to watch your blind buys, but then I'm very much a creature of habit. I'd rather watch the old movies I've seen God knows how many times, but gotta get my ass in gear and start watching some of these blind buys. And I got the double feature for Elvira's movie Macabre, and it has the Doom Machine and the Werewolf of Washington, and I think, yeah, Dean Stockwell is in this, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. This came from Scream Factory. I'm usually iffy about pre-ordering from Scream Factory because the shipping is $15.99 to Canada, which is a little outrageous. But I think I just broke down because I haven't watched this movie in years, and the fact that it was the first time on Blu-ray, I was like, fuck it. And that is the Lawnmower Man. So I changed to the original cover art. But yeah, I haven't watched this movie in years, so I'm looking forward to that. I've already stated a few times that our HMVs up here in Canada went out of business, which is very sad for me because that was one of the go-to places for me for the last 25 years. But there was a Canadian, sorry, runny nose, yuck, a Canadian business called Sunrise Records, which is primarily based out of Ontario. Dude, of course, in the middle of the video I start getting a runny nose. What the hell? And unfortunately, the one at our mall here in Langley didn't get it, and the closest one is Guildford. So we went there, my mom and I didn't know the place had opened yet, so I was like, oh, we gotta go check. Of course, I wasn't really impressed, mostly because they've only put out the certain movies, and half of them I own. But this one I found, and I've never seen it. I haven't watched the show that's out yet. I think my mom said she tried watching it and couldn't get into it, but I really wanted to see the old 70s movie, and it was on for $7.99, and that's the original Westworld with Yul Brynner. I'm looking forward to seeing this, and directed by Michael Crichton, who also wrote it, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. And the next 3 came from Amazon, and I looked on this for an on eBay, and it was like $15-16, and on Amazon CA it was $8. So and I've never seen it, and I've always wanted to, especially since it's from the director of Nightmare Before Christmas. That is Coraline. Even the 3D, it was $8, but this has the 3D, 2D, and DVD. Usually those run to about $30. So. And this was one I missed in Horror Pack, so I wanted to see it because a lot of people seem to enjoy it, and that was Open Windows. The premise of this looks really good. And also got Primeval, which I have seen and I liked it, about that famous alligator, crocodile, whatever, in Africa named Gustav, that huge one that was like, I swear, 40 feet in length. But I love those kind of movies, so whatever. And also picked up See No Evil, which I hadn't seen yet. Oh my god. And the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, actually 8. One of them I bought from my parents. Was at a thrift store downtown, and they had a bunch of DVDs and Blu-rays, and they were really good price. The one I got from my dad, he was like, I don't want to pay $30 for it, blah, 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 yak, yak, yak. So I grabbed it, and I said, I'll fucking pay for it. Because that pisses me off when he says he really wants something, but he doesn't want to pay $30. Well, it was a Dean Martin set, kind of like James Bond, or the James Coburn in like Flint, Our Man Flint. And I bought it for him. I went home. The cheapest on eBay was $120. The cheapest on Amazon.com was $159. And then on Amazon.ca, and this was where I went, so you had a problem paying $30 for this set? He's like, yeah, I did. I go, oh, so you wouldn't have a problem paying, oh, let's see, $239, $269, $320, and $400? And he went, what? I go, yeah. So I got the better deal, and he shut up. He's got to learn when, if he wants something, no matter what the price is, something old like a Dean Martin movie, get it. So, rant over. And these ones I picked up for myself. None of them I've seen, and this one I have seen bits and pieces of, and I couldn't believe that I've never seen it. And that is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, the 2-disc collector's special edition, which I thought was out of print. And actually, I paid $15 for it, and it was only on Amazon.com for $1 less. And I was like, well, that's okay, don't matter, because this business in Langley just started. So, and I found the Blu-ray for Hotel Transylvania, as you can see, $7, and still in good condition. And got The Invincible, which I know not a lot of people liked, but I wanted to check it out. See, $6. And I was like, oh, screw it. And Mom wanted to see it. She watched it. She was like, ugh. And that is Lake Placid 2. What did I pay for this one? $7. And this one was like, oh, I have to see it, because I've only ever seen one Gary Cooper movie, and that is Friendly Persuasion. And this is the other one I wanted to see, and that is Pride of the Yankees, $8. And I think this one's out of print too. So I know this one's out on Blu-ray, but for $8, I think $8. Yeah, $8. I couldn't turn it down, and that is, and I haven't seen it, believe it or not. Tim Burton, Johnny Depp movie I haven't seen, and that is Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Did I say that right? Yeah. But I was debating, and then I saw the price. I was like, $8. Why not? And then the last one from this part is The Uninvited for $6. So he had a bunch, and I would have spent 2 hours in this place, but he was going to be closing. So, and of course I picked up John Wick 2. Still haven't watched this, but Mom and Dad did, and they really enjoyed it, because they loved, particularly my dad, he loved the first movie. And I just watched the first movie not too long ago. It's so sad about Michael Nyquist from John Wick. He played the villain in Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, and of course played Mikael Blomkvist in the Swedish Girl with the Dragon Tattoo trilogy. That was a shock. It's like, can't he take some of the really bad, annoying people and leave the good people? I mean, come on. I'm gonna keep saying that. I feel like I say that almost every end of the month video, because half of these actors and actresses we love are passing away, and it's like, really, go take somebody else for a change. Okay, moving on. Another Elvira movie macabre, and I got The Devil's Wedding Night. What a weird title, but I was like, screw it. Okay, this one, Horpack had another Scream clearing out sale, and I went apeshit. They put out a lot of their signed or limited edition Horpack limited editions for sale, and I was like, oh, I'm buying a shitload, which I did. This was the first one to arrive. It's called Dolly Deadly. It's the first time I've seen anybody put one in this with the signed one, because we've had a few signed ones and they haven't come in this, which I really appreciate. This looks very corny and cheesy, but like old school special effects I still love. But I love the tagline, "Sticks and stones may break your bones, but Benji's gonna kill ya." That looks cool. So, and the next, was it 3? I thought there was another one. Give me a minute, guys. Gotta check. Cause I make the smart thing. I write them all down. Did I miss one? Did I miss one? No, it was just those 3. Okay then, just double checking. These 3 I ordered from Amazon.ca. I thought it was 4, it was actually 3. And I got See No Evil 2. It wasn't on sale, but I figure I got the first one, and just in case I like, well, plus Danielle Harris. I love Danielle and Catherine Isabel. So, and I've loved Danielle Harris for the longest time, even before I started watching her in the Halloween movies, because the first thing I ever saw her in was The Last Boy Scout. So, and then I picked up Siren, which I think is based on one of the short stories in VHS, the first one. I'm pretty sure that's it. But I didn't like either VHS 1 or 2, but I remember that story, and in VHS 2, the alien abduction one were the best ones. And then I got Southbound, which is an anthology and Rotten Tomatoes certified. But I know a lot of people went, "Oh my god, you got that!" I'm like, yeah, okay, that means it's good. And somebody on Facebook, this was the first time I actually bought a Blu-ray off of Facebook. You know, some people, they just go through their collection and start giving it, selling it, and some of them are decent price, but the shipping up here is a little harsh. But I couldn't turn this down because it's out of print. I did pay $42 for it, but that was the cheapest I could find it, and it's the Blu-ray for Fortress, which I had the DVD. I haven't seen it, but I have a feeling I'll like it because it's directed by Stuart Gordon. And my boy Jeffrey Combs is in this. He plays a really funny character, and I'm a huge fan of Christopher Lambert and Kurtwood Smith, who plays what's the word I'm looking for? Not bad, but corrupt kind of warden. Sadistic, that's the word. So, and the next 3 are from Walmart. I found these and I was like, oh my god, particularly this one. I was like, $10. Fuck it. Croczilla plus 7 bonus feature movies, and I thought, oh, they're probably going to be all the Asylum releases, and yet, no, they're not. Some of them are from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and one even has Basil Rathbone from Sherlock Holmes. But one movie I was looking at, I'm like, oh, I wonder if that's the movie, and I checked it on Internet Movie Database, and it is. This movie, Creature, which came out in '85, and it's directed by William Malone, who did the House on Haunted Hill remake, Fear.com, and that. And I've been wanting to see that movie for years, and Croczilla I know is on Netflix, but I was like, $10 for 7 movies, I can't turn it down. I'm gonna get laughed at, but it was on for $10 as well, and I was like, fuck it. I know a lot of kids love this stuff, and I was like, screw it. It has to do with monsters, even though they're kids, but screw it. And I got Welcome to Monster High. I've got a few of these in this month's update, but I was like, $15, screw it. Why not? I might like it, I might not. I don't know. And this one was the big one this month. I was like, oh my god, do I, don't I? And then I found out this was the last copy Walmart had. So I was like, oh, yeah. And some people were like, oh, so I actually had one lady go, I'll give you $100 for it. I'm like, nope. And she's like, are you nuts? I go, yeah, but I want it. I've never even watched it. She wanted to give me $100 and it cost $50. And I got, it's in the form of the greatest TV shows of all time box, and it is the complete series of the original Twilight Zone. Yeah, I have never seen this. What is wrong with me? I've never even seen the new one, the old Outer Limits, the new Outer Limits, but I was like, you know what, screw it, $50 for an entire season, and it's a 25 disc set. So I know this actually came out on Blu-ray, but it's a $60 difference, and I thought, well, what the hell, why not? Okay, next pile. This next bunch, all of it came from the Horpack Scream clearing out sale. And I think, yeah, none of these movies I've seen. The first one up, Basket Case. I know this is out on Blu-ray, but it was only $5. So I was like, oh yeah. And this was in one of the horror packs, and I was like, oh, this I gotta get. And it's called Blood Feast, Rest in Pieces. It's got a really neat... And the movies it comes with are The Thirsty Dead, Sisters of Death, House by the Cemetery, Bloody Wednesday, and The Hatchet Murders. And one of them, I think it's The House by the Cemetery, is the Dario Argento movie. And I don't remember which one is Fucci. Believe it or not, I've never seen Zombie. And the only scene in that movie I'd probably forward is where the girl gets her eye ripped out by the piece of wood. I can handle fingers getting cut off, heads chopped off, stabbed, gutted, all that, but anything to do with your eye, I'm fucking done. And I got Carriers. There's a lot of, has a couple people I know, like obviously Chris Pine from Star Trek and Wonder Woman. And this Lou Taylor Pucci, I think he's the guy with the really weird eye problem where he looks at you, but his eyes just go back and forth, back and forth. I've liked him for a while. And I got Chopping Block. This one was the Horpack Limited Edition Blu-ray number 6. And I was like, oh, that one sounds funny. This was another one, and I'm gonna give a shout out here to a channel called Creepenstein. These two awesome girls, love horror films, love everything kind of goth stuff and that. They're so funny. I mean, they are so funny. Sometimes when I'm having a bad day, I'll just rewatch one of their videos because they make me laugh. And particularly Sarah's, when she read the back of it, it made me interested in what, because the way she did it, it was like, okay, that's more, and probably going to be more entertaining than the movie itself. I hope not, but it looks cool. It's called Knucklebones, and this is Horpack number 4, and this one was number 6. And another one, I went all out. I wanted all these Horpack limited edition Blu-rays. I got one called Late Night Double Feature, and I think this is an anthology. It's number 3. And this one, I know, these ones cost me $25 each, but you know what? I want to check them out, so I was willing to pay that price. And any way to keep Horpack going, I'll do it. I love Horpack. And this one's out on Blu-ray, but like $5, I couldn't turn it down, and that is The Orphanage. This one I'm looking forward to a lot. And then Scream Factory had their sale, and I took full advantage of it. Like, yeah, you had to spend $60 to get free shipping. It was either, it was 60, but fucking free shipping, guys. Better than $15.99 shipping. So I took full advantage of it, and some of the Blu-rays in my orders haven't arrived yet, but this one was the first one because I know Jeffrey Combs is going to do the sequel. He's going to voice a character in the sequel, so I want to see the first one. And it's the animated Howard Lovecraft and the Frozen Kingdom. Especially when I found out, look, Ron Perlman, Christopher Plummer, and on the back, where is he? Doug Bradley! So I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm gonna check that out. And this was really the only full order from Scream that arrived, and I got the Kaukinski Nosferatu the Vampire. I've been recommended this a few times, but you know, and they were like on sale. They were like 50% off, so this was like $9.99, I think. I'm not sure, but I was like, oh, I gotta take full advantage of this sale because there was a lot I wanted to get, and this was one of them. So, okay, I knew you were gonna fall. Ah, screw it. And then the double feature with the Tales from the Crypt and Vault of Horror. This was like down to $8.99 or $9.99. Same as with this. TerrorVision and the Video Dead. And these two, they just came out and they went down to $15 each. And I was like, yeah, I'm getting both of them. And I'm going to show them together because it's a movie and its sequel. Willard and Ben. I have only ever seen the remake with Crispin Glover, which was great. But I thought, well, why not? I mean, I don't know if anybody... Okay. It's listed as in the guys from Insidious Chapter 4. And I'm like, Insidious Chapter 4 hasn't come out yet. But he was in X-Men. He was in Lords of Salem. He was the senator in that. And then there's the Ben, which I know the song was done by Michael Jackson back in the day. And these two were from Amazon.com, and they were on sale, so I was like, oh, screw it. Two more of the Monster High things, and I got Electrified and Haunted. Like, I might like them, I might not, but I mean, I like the fact that they are the kids of, like, the famous monsters, like Dracula, Wolfman, Frankenstein, and Creature from the Black Lagoon. I kind of like that, but... And I've got two of the Funko Pops from them, but I was like, well, whatever. Why can't I try it? Or watch it? And then these ones these ones were from... I don't remember, actually. No, all of them are from eBay. There we go. I couldn't turn this down, as I don't know when the hell the Blu-ray's coming out. It's a childhood favorite, and it was only $7. So I was like, fuck it. Don't tell Mom the babysitter's dead. Oh my god, I love this movie. I swear, I rented this so many times that my parents actually bought it for me, and I watched it a lot. Believe it or not, I actually watched this more than Home Alone. I don't know why, but whatever. Another one of the Elvira movie Macabre. Frankenstein's Castle of Freaks. I might even get the newer ones, I don't know. And then I also grabbed Tales from the Crypt Season 4. I know there's like a complete series coming out, but it's... like, these are probably going to cost me less than what the other one... I think this so far has been the most expensive. $30, but the rest have been under $25. And I was looking at the back and I was like, oh my god. Timothy Dalton. It's like, holy shit. And I grabbed the shirt from Fright Rags, and I had so many people say you should watch the movie. Well, it was expensive. It's one of those Blu-ray, DVD, bonus features, disc, and soundtrack ones. But it was so much money. And then on eBay, my usual seller, it went down to, I think, $36, and I said screw it, because on Amazon.ca, the lowest it went down to was $42. And it's the Blu-ray, that set of Tales of Halloween, which I'm looking forward to watching. I think I'm saving this one for my 31 Days of Horror. I don't know which ones I'm going to be saving for my 31 Days of Horror, but... Oh, don't you dare fall. And then I took advantage, Twilight Time had a sale, and there were two particular movies that went down in price, so I grabbed them. Oh, I should do it that way, actually. There we go. So the first one I haven't seen, and I've always wanted to because it's an old movie with Dennis Quaid and Jackie Earle Haley, and it's called Breaking Away. But yeah, I've wanted to check this out for a few years, but because of the costs on that site, I usually wait till the sales happen on the Twilight Time site, and this was another one I really wanted, but was it worth the $29? Not really, but it's an enjoyable movie, and it's called Pretty Poison with Anthony Perkins. Playing like another type of Norman Bates. I swear the poor guy just played Norman Bates for the rest of his career. Some of the really spooky characters like this one, the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde movie, but I did get to see a lot of his movies before he did Psycho, and he had so much range. It's just so sad. He was so phenomenal as Norman Bates that that's all. Even me, because that was the first film I saw. No, I lied. It's up there. Black Hole was the first thing, but Psycho, hello. And then that's all she wrote, unfortunately. The next three were from one of the orders I got from Scream Factory, and all these I've never seen. And I got From a Whisper to a Scream. I think this is an anthology. I don't really have that many Vincent Price movies. I suck. I think the only one I really have, well, two, I can say two, well, three now, were the original House on Haunted Hill and his little cameo, awesome cameo in Edward Scissorhands. And now I have this. So, and I know this is I think, like I said, an anthology film, and I think I like anthology movies, so. Then another one I grabbed was Up from the Depths, because I love shark movies, particularly the Roger Corman type, and Roger Corman Presents it. I really wanted to see this. Weird one, but I thought, why not? It's also got Peter Cushing, aside from Star Wars and Rogue One. I count Rogue One, which was awesome to see him back from the dead after 40 years. The only other movie I have is, House That Dripped Blood, and I got The Vampire Lovers. The trailer for this was on my Legend of Hell House Blu-ray, and I was like, oh, this looks good, so I'm gonna check it out. Okay, I loved this show growing up. I think it came out when I was 13, and my mom and I would always watch. We both enjoyed it. I wanted to get the DVD, but it's so expensive. I had to get it from the fucking UK. And this is becoming a trend for me that I want something, but I'm not. If it's been out for over 20 years, I'm not willing to pay like $40, $50 for it. With the conversion from British pounds to Canadian dollars, this thing only cost me $19. And I was like, yeah. And that is the complete series of Erie, Indiana. I loved this show when I was growing up, and I was so depressed when it got canceled. I think it lasted 2 seasons, or even 1 season. I can't remember because it's been years since I've seen it, but I enjoyed the hell out of it. It was around the time like this and the X-Files were the biggest obsessions for me. And then Tuesday, fucking Walmart. Best Buy didn't get any new releases on Tuesday, which, luckily I wasn't the only one who was pissed, particularly when you advertise you're gonna have a steelbook of a movie and you don't get it. So I had to go to Walmart. They didn't have the one I wanted, but they did have the main one, and I found another one. I know not a lot of people like this one, but I thought I'd check it out. The Belko Experiment, something like what it says, Office Space meets Battle Royale. And I had just seen a movie called The Facility, which I really liked, and I think that's along these lines. I could be wrong. And look, Michael Rooker is in this. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all! Great moment in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And the movie in question that I was so pissed off, because this was one, I hadn't seen it, but I wanted the steelbook for, and that was Power Rangers. I was not impressed that Best Buy decided not to get any new release, because our Best Buy is renovating right now, but I mean, that shouldn't excuse the fact that some people will want the new releases. So, and then I went home and discovered my, am I missing ones? No, my horror pack for June arrived. So for the DVDs, and I know I just did the video, but whatever, I'll just show them. Blood Lake, Haunting of Winchester House, Paranormal Captivity, and Scavenger Killers. Put it there. And then the Blu-rays, not showing Children of the Corn because I already own that movie. Deathgasm, which I am so looking forward to. I really want to see this one. This one just makes me laugh. Killer Pinata. I love the Sharknado movies, so I think this is along the same line, and I'm like, well, why not? I don't think anybody thought anything, but I was like, I don't care. And this was the horror pack number 11. And this was the Scare House, which is signed by 2 people. I don't really know who signed the second one because it's just initials. And I got my info wrong. I thought this one wasn't out in Canada. The DVD is, the Blu-ray isn't. But I was like, I don't care. This looks good, and I'd rather have it on Blu-ray than DVD. If it's not out on Blu-ray, then I will get the DVD. But if it's going to come in something like this and signed, I'll take it. And this was another one of the Scream Factory order. Humanoids from the Deep. I've always wanted to see this. Like, this wasn't part of the sale. Like, it didn't go on sale, but I was like, it was $20.99, but I mean, for my order, I needed it to add up to $60 to get the free shipping. And this is one I've wanted to see for years. Another Roger Corman one. And this I got, I think, on Wednesday. And it doesn't officially come out till the 11th. That's one thing I love about Scream Factory is you will get the movies before they come out in store. And I got Species. I upgraded to this one. It's like, why not? My dad will be happy because he actually likes this movie. And he'll get my Blu-ray. So, and I'm so looking forward to when Slither comes out. Especially now that James Gunn, Michael Roker, and Nathan Fillion have done a commentary for that. Okay. And I grabbed another one of the Monster High, and it was $7 on eBay, so ghouls rule. Why not? So, now this is the one, Walmart had 2 spots for the DVD and Blu-ray, and they never got it. We went Tuesday, we went Wednesday, and I just said, fuck this, I'm ordering it from Amazon.ca because I love the first movie. I want to read the second book before I watch this, and that, of course, is T2 Trainspotting. I don't care. I actually might, I don't know. Fuck it. I might just start getting my new releases on Amazon because I'm getting sick and tired of having to go to 3 different places to try to find what I want. And this came from eBay. There's a very funny story. I contacted the seller, said it's been a month, I still haven't gotten this yet. And it was true, I hadn't gotten it. And he did a complete refund, and yesterday it fucking arrived right after I bought a replacement one. So I probably will do a giveaway for this because I don't want to return it. I find returning through eBay and Amazon is just a complete pain in the ass. So for this, I probably will do a giveaway, and it's the Nosferatu. I know this is out on Blu-ray, but this is the one I like because it's got Type O negative music to it. I didn't like this the first time I saw it years and years ago, and then this version was on TV with the Type O negative music, and I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. So yeah, I'll have another one arrive in the mail next couple of days, and I'll probably do a giveaway for that. And the last bunch was the last order from Horror Pack from their sale. And there was one I kept saying, do I want it? Do I not want it? Because it was $30. But I was like, I want it. I want to check this out. It's not this one. It's the... I'll point it out. And I got Detention, which is out on Blu-ray, but again, $5. This one looks neat. Flight of the Living Dead, Outbreak on a Plane. This looks stupid, but I probably will enjoy it. One called House of Bad. This one looks kind of neat. This one was the $30 one that I contemplated off and on, and I was like, I do want to see it. I love horror film documentaries, and this is all just for, not a series, but for one movie. And that is Unearthed and Untold, The Path to Pet Cemetery. And I love that cover art. It reminds me of the old VHS covers for Warner Brothers. It does. It so does for some reason. Even though it's not it's a Terror Films. And I think that cover art is awesome. So I can't wait to see that. And it's also a DVD and Blu-ray. That's probably why it was $30, but I'm finally happy to have it. And the last one I grabbed was The Woods. So another horror-filled month with little things here and there, like Fortress, Pride of the Yankees, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Breaking Away, and John Wick 2 and Beauty and the Beast, and a couple other things. So yeah, guys, I tried to make this short, but it doesn't seem to work. Let me know in the comments, do you guys prefer me doing a end of the month haul, or maybe try doing it by end of the week, or what? Just because. Okay, guys, I am gonna keep rambling if I keep going and blah blah blah. So I probably won't have a new video up until sometime next week, because tomorrow is Canada Day. Even though I don't think we're gonna go out anywhere, I might try to convince my parents to go see The Mummy. We've been wanting to see The Mummy since it came out, even though it bombed and got bad reviews, but we really want to see that. So hopefully, we hope. Okay, guys, that is it. I'm gonna shut up now. So until then, I hope you all have a good weekend, and if I don't see any of you, hope you have my backup to my American friends. I hope you have a great 4th of July, and yeah. Oh man, I screwed up. Have a good Canada Day. Yeah, have a good Canada Day, 4th of July, and please, as always, I will get this. Like, comment, please subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye, and sorry for the flubs, guys.